welcome to the Sweet Makings podcast. My name is Manon, and I am a lonely knitter living here in the center of France with my husband, our little daughter, who is 4 months old, and our Australian Shepherd, Jenna. So, here I share about my love for crafty things. So, you can hear about knitting, crocheting, sewing, but also anything that makes me happy. So, if you are new here, feel welcome to join me. And for the others, I am so happy to be recording again because I have so much to tell you. So, this week I was so happy to be able to record some videos. We went outside in the lake. We have a lake right next to the house. So we went there for a while and had a walk. I had a walk with my daughter and my dog. So I recorded a few images. It was really beautiful, and I will put it at the end of the video. But yeah, that's something I really like, to record some things for you guys. So if you like it, please feel free to tell me in the comments. And yeah, so these 2 last weeks were very, very busy for us. My daughter is teething currently, so it was a bit difficult because she needed me a lot, and that's totally normal, and I absolutely love her. So I was so happy to be with her, but things like this can be hard. I think for moms, you can understand. And yeah, so I barely had any time to touch my needles until maybe 2 days ago. So what I'm gonna show you is real progress from the 2 last days. And I also did some sewing. So I'm going to start with my only finished object, which is some beddings for my daughter. So many things here. So yeah, last time I showed you that I bought some cotton gauze to do some beddings, and so I managed to finish one just in time for the mattress delivery. So as the mattress was custom made, I had to do some custom made beddings also. So yeah, I did that 2 days ago. So this was um, pretty fast to do. I did it in 2 days, in 2 hours. So yeah, I'm very happy with the results, and I recorded my crafting, my sewing. So here comes. I'm gonna put it right now. So happy viewing. Okay, so I'm very happy with the results. As you can see in the video, I didn't have enough fabric. So what I decided to do is put some silk from my wedding dress. I sewed my wedding dress. We got married with my husband almost a year ago now. It was 29th of December 2023. So we had a winter wedding, and um, I had so many silk left, I didn't know what to do with it. So I thought this would be the perfect fabric to go with the cotton gauze. And I plan to do some beddings for Lucy with the silk, but I think maybe later on when she will be older, because then she can really um, feel and profit from the silkiness. So yeah, I'm thinking maybe do some pillowcases for her when she will be big enough to have a pillow. And yeah, I I am very eager to do that. But for this project, the silk was perfect. I honestly I didn't have anything else really in stock for this. So yeah, silk is okay, and I'm very happy with the results. I have a second one to finish. I can see it. There is my sewing machine just behind you, so I can see my other fabric, which is a coral peachy cotton gauze I showed in my last video. So I'm going to finish it as soon as I have some time. So maybe this morning after I finish recording this podcast. So yes, that's my finished object. And now I'm going to follow on with my works in progress. So as I told you, I wasn't able to make a lot of progress on my whips. So I'm going to start with the S8920 barbaric sweater. So this is a barbaric name, but I really like this sweater. Actually, I am wearing mine right now. So this was the first ever knitted sweater I did. So as you can see, it's front and back construction. You knit them separately. Then you sew them on the side, and then you knit the sleeves flat, and you sew them here on the shoulders. Then you have the ribbing is very special on this sweater because it's actually a moss stitch ribbing, and then you sew it here at the bracelets to finish the sleeves. And finally you pick up some stitches for the collar, and you do a pearl stitch for the collar. So I really like the looks of that sweater, but the problem is it's not stretchy at all. I don't know if you can see, but there's absolutely no stretch on the sleeves and no stretch on the collar as well. So I really like the looks, but it's not very comfy to wear, even though I absolutely love it. Once I have it on, it's so comfortable and so warm. And here is a little cold in this room right now because it's the morning and we don't heat here during the night. So yeah, it's very comfy. I love to wear it, but to put on is kind of a gymnastic thing. So what I wanted to do is do another one for my mother-in-law, because she saw this one and she completely fell in love with the design. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna make a new one, but I want to make it differently so it's more comfortable to put on. So what I did is I began to work in the round from the bottom up. And as you can see, I've made many progress since last time, because last time I didn't join the shoulders. So I continued for the shoulders and I joined at the top of them with a Kitchener stitch. So that was the first time I did some Kitchener stitch. I was very lost at first. I thought, oh my god, this seems so complicated. But I followed one of the tutorials from Andrea Mowry. I don't know if you know her, but if you don't, you really have to go and see her work. It's absolutely fantastic. The color work is so great. And like 6 years ago, she used to do some tutorials on YouTube. So the videos are kind of old, but they work so well, and she explains things so well. So it's everything becomes much easier when it comes from Andrea Mowry. So yeah, I did the shoulders with Kitchener stitch, and then I picked up some stitches to do the sleeve, and as you can see, I have like 3/4 of the sleeves finished. So yeah, I think I will need to repeat the pattern for 1 or 2 times, and then I will do some ribbing and it will be over. So as you can see, I chose to do a very cropped sweater because my mother-in-law is very small. She's like 1 meter 55, I would say, so very small. I'm gonna put it in foot because I know that many English and US people watch my videos, so you are mainly from there, so it will be easier for you to understand. So yeah, she's very small, so I decided to do a cropped sweater. But I'm so happy with the result, and as you can see, in 2 days I've made a lot of progress, but that's because I'm knitting with a 7mm needle, so it really flies off the needles. So this is great for the little time I have right now, so I'm very happy with that. Okay, so that was my first whip. The second one I want to talk to you about is the happy sweater. Let's call it like that now. So my husband has a sweater, this one, which he really loves. I talked about it in my last video. And so I wanted to do a similar one for him because this one is kind of old. You can see it's, yeah, it's old. And also it has some acrylic in it, and he doesn't like the fabric. So he likes the looks, but not the fabric. So what I did this week was really to decrypt the sweater to see how it was constructed, and then see what kind of stitch I wanted to do for this sweater, and also take all the measurements and fit my gauge to fit the dimensions of the sweater. So I first thought about how to knit this, because this is I think this was knitted so with machines probably, but from the bottom up. So they split here for sleeves, and they continue for the front and back. But as you can see, the sleeves are knitted in the round, but here you have to join the sleeves so that the colors match here, because you don't have a color switch when you split for sleeves. So this is a bit of a difficulty. And first I thought maybe I could do this raglan style, so that it's easier for me to match the colors at the sleeves and the shoulders. But I am afraid that this will compromise a bit the shape of the sweater as it is, because I know that my husband really likes it that way, with this shape. So what I plan to do is do the sleeves and the body separately, And then, I don't know if you will be able to see, but there are some decreases at the top of the sleeves here for the shoulders. So what I'm going to do is do the same thing. So I am going to knit the sleeves from bottom up, and then I will do some decreases following the sweater here as a model, and then I'm gonna sew the sleeves onto the sweater, and I'm going to do the sweater from bottom up in the round splits for the front and back, and do it like that. So yes, so the difference with my previous sweater is that I won't pick up the stitches for the sleeves, because if I do this, then the colors won't be aligned here. So if I pick up the sleeves, the stitches for the sleeves, the separation here between the colors will be more like that, and we don't want that for this sweater. So I'm gonna knit the sleeves like that and then sew them on the sweater. So yeah, and for the stitches I finally decided to do a brioche stitch, because I think this is so scrunchy and comfy. Actually, I discovered the brioche stitch while swatching for the Lazy Cat cardigan, which I plan to work on at the beginning of next year, because I wanted to begin it now, but with all the Christmas gifts I want to make, this will be complicated. So I did a swatch with some brioche stitch, and this is so beautiful. So I think the sweater will be so great with this one. The gauge here is different from the one I measured on the sweater. So here I have an 18 stitches gauge, whereas on the sweater it's 23. So I did the math and will modify the number of stitches accordingly. But yeah, what I did was I only checked my gauge like that, because the row gauge I think is not so important. I will just measure in centimeters how much I have to do, because this is a very simple colorwork construction. You know, it's just like stripes. So this will be easy to do. I don't really need the row gauge. So yeah, I am so excited to do this. I think this will also fly off the needles, because I'm using a 5mm needle. And what I'm using, the yarn I'm using, is the fair cotton from Katia that I bought. A few weeks ago. So this is organic cotton, and it's a fingering weight, so I am holding it double. I asked my husband, because I had a doubt if I would continue on knitting with cotton for this sweater, and so I asked him if he would prefer some woolen sweater or more of a cotton sweater, and he preferred cotton, because he's not a very hand washing type of guy. So the big advantage with cotton like this is that it kind of looks like baby cotton. It's not baby cotton. I think the quality is better than baby cotton. And this one is very, very soft. But the very positive thing is that it goes to the washing machine. And I'm gonna try with the swatch, but I think it will also go to the dryer without any harm to the fabric. So this is very practical, and my husband is a very practical man, so I think this will be perfect for him. And yeah, so I think I told everything about this. Yes, hair double and everything. So you have all the information for this sweater. And Yeah, I wanted just to talk a teeny tiny bit about my Smith gloves because last time I didn't have them to show you what I did, so I barely even touched this project. I did like maybe 3 or 4 rows, and that's all. So the Smith gloves, this is where I am at right now. So as you can see, I began the increases for the thumb. And yeah, the Smith gloves, I'm gonna put a photo here. This is a gift that I want to make for my sister. So I only did the first mitten for the moment. I'm working on the first mitten for the moment. And I really love this project. This is a project that I take with me when I go out with Lucy. When we go and have a walk, I take them and I take it, and then when she's asleep, she tends to fall asleep in the stroller when I walk with her. And when she falls asleep, I find a bench somewhere and I just sit there and knit a little bit until she wakes up, and then I continue. But these last 2 weeks she didn't sleep much because as she's teething, it's not comfortable for her. So she prefers to look around everywhere, and yeah, I tried to carry her, with a baby carrier. I used to do that before, but she's a very, very curious baby. She wants to see everything. She wants to see the world. She doesn't have any time to waste, being against mom's belly. So, yeah, she doesn't want to be carried anymore. So, I'm hoping maybe when she will reach 6 months and I will be able to put her on my back, maybe she will be more eager to be carried. But for now, I use the stroller. So, yeah, when she sleeps, I stop, knit a little bit, and when she wakes up, I resume walking. And yeah, so as you can see, she hasn't slept much. So, I haven't made any progress on this thing. So, yeah, that's all for my whips. I didn't really make any acquisitions lately. Not yarny ones, that is to say. I have one acquisition that I will talk about more in my next video. I thrifted chest of drawers from the market. I wanted a chest of drawers because I don't have any room left in my stash. I share my stash with my. This is a cabinet I have. It's right here on my left side, and this cabinet is so pretty. I've had it in the family for like, I would say, 40 years or so. So I really love this cabinet, but I share it with my husband, and we have our board games in there, and also my yarn and fabric stash. And obviously, the board games is taking control of the cabinet, so I had to find some more space to put all my stash in it. And I found this chest of drawers, which is perfectly accorded to the cabinet. So we are so happy. We paid it like 40 euros, so it was very, very cheap, and it was delivered for this price. So very cheap. And yeah, I have some work to do on it because obviously, as it was very cheap, it has some flaws, but nothing I can't handle. So I'm going to work on that and share it with you on the next video so that you can see the finished object and how I put all my stash in it. So yeah, that's all for today's video. I am going to put now the footage of my walk and also some cooking footage because I cooked soup for the family. So I hope you really like that. I was so happy to talk to you in this video, and I can't wait to make the next one because my father is coming soon, and we will prepare some homemade foie gras for Christmas. So if you are interested, I will share the recipe in the next video. As you can see, I love cooking, so I think there will be a teeny tiny bit of cooking at the end of videos quite often. So yeah, I hope you will like this. I really want to thank you for watching this video, and I will be so happy to see you in the next one. So bye bye!